Hi guys, Dennis here and welcome to the Summer Challengers. It's number 6, it's the last cup, and of course I'm joined today by the incredible Danny.
Aw, thank you, Stan, who is definitely here. It is very nice to be here, of course, casting some of these European games.
By the way, guys, you are also here because I have the chat right here. I've been reading it for a bit. I know some of you guys are going for Jug or back-to-back, and if you're cheering for another team, be sure to drop a comment right there. We'll be reading it throughout the stream. And today, of course, we're going to be deciding what will be the last weekly battle between all of the European teams. What will it look like?
Yeah, obviously, it looks like in the brackets that we will have pretty much the same teams we had last week, but now they have changed things up a little bit.
But let's see, the standing is very clear right now. As we see, back-to-back is number 1. Oh, let's see them appear out of nothingness. It's beautiful. Back-to-back, 400 points. First place quite firmly, but Knights of Honor just behind them. 25 points less. They're 375. And then there's a huge drop to the Edge Infinity Esports, so they don't have a chance to actually catch up to them. So back-to-back and Knights of Honor are guaranteed to qualify for the next Pro Series event. But who is going to get the best seeding? We're going to find out today. As for the other teams, what do you think? How are they doing?
Not that great. I mean, Lazarus, they were looking great. It's very interesting to note how, you have this team which are playing an offline competition pretty consistently, and when it comes down to online play, they've just bombed completely, just sitting there in the 4th place. You're thinking, wait a minute, is this the same Lazarus that has made the finals in Cologne?
But let's see who's playing today, because the previous stream was quite a surprise. Some of the teams, so it was Jug versus Edge in the finals, even though Lazarus and back-to-back were the favorites for such a long time. And again, back-to-back versus Lazarus, Edge versus Knights of Honor. It's the same 4 teams, and it looks just like a complete mirror of what happened last week.
Yeah, of course, we have changed things up a little bit. Of course, back-to-back and Lazarus, they did play last week in the 3rd place decider, but now they're going to be battling things out here in the semifinal. And, of course, you also have Knights of Honor playing up against their opponents. So this should be a very interesting game, if I'm being honest. Probably still looking forward to the back-to-back versus Lazarus game. It is still the last week. Let's be real here, Stanis. Lazarus, they're not going to make themselves a chance to secure a spot in the Pro Series. What they can do, however, is still prove the world that they are still a formidable team playing in the online competition in these weekly cups.
Okay. Well, before we go into the first map, actually, let's see what the chat thinks. Guys, who are you rooting for? Okay, I see. Back-to-back, Jug. Back-to-back and Jug. Where are the Lazarus fans, guys? Where's everyone? Where's the Edge fans? Okay, you have the time. Stanis is the surprise. Guys, I'll pop up from time to time. It's okay. But the first match is going, of course, to be between back-to-back and Lazarus. And I'm just really curious how it's going to go. It's a classic match. And Jack has been so strong on the online cups. They didn't do as well during the Gods of Boom Cologne because, when the first match and they went up against Impact Gaming, even though Jack talked big, they couldn't do much. They were so nervous. They kept looking up at the sky. They didn't manage to show their strength, and only in the second half they actually showed just how strong they are against Lazarus, one of the strongest games I've ever seen.
And that's the thing, obviously you're coming into the offline competition, you're thinking, right, we still have a chance to make this one work. If you're going up against the likes of Impact Gaming, against the #1 team in the world, you're thinking, what have we done to deserve this one? Why are we playing against the #1 team here, the opening game? Come on, give us something easier, please.
Yeah, well, Impact Gaming showed that they are incredible and they are very strong. It was for a long time Europe versus North America was a very, very big argument everyone had. And this time around we're looking for who from the Europe, who is going to be the strongest from Europe. We know that, again, Jag and back-to-back are going to go up against all the other teams from all around the world. But let's see who is stronger with the first map.
Yeah, and of course, we can actually begin to talk about our little matchup here, the semifinal, which of course will be taking place, back-to-back versus Lazarus. And the interesting thing is, of course, the map pool is that in the best of 3, we will have 2 team deathmatch game modes, and the second map being Farming Complex. Now, I'd like to pick your brains on this one, Stanis. Old Factory, how did you like to go about this map? What did you say about this map? What are the play styles that work on a map like Old Factory?
Well, Old Factory is, I think, it's it's a trap map in a way. You can think it's all about the snipers, and you can play with a very long range. You can play slowly.
Yeah.
You don't really want to do that, though. You need to rush really strong. You need to go for the center. And if you do that, you'll be okay. But I see some Lazarus fans came into the chat. You could go Lazarus.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
but Jug and back-to-back fans are a little bit louder still. Guys want to start the matches as fast as possible. And guys, we also want to start the matches as fast as possible. So hopefully we'll go in really soon back-to-back versus Lazarus. It's EU Invitational all over again. It was EU Invitational Lazarus versus back-to-back. Season 1 final Lazarus versus back-to-back. Gods of Boom Lazarus versus back-to-back in the winner's bracket. Lazarus versus back-to-back in the loser's bracket. I don't know, it's like it feels like, you know,
The El
Ross,
Clasico.
you know, it feels like the classic friends relationship, you know.
I mean, it is very exciting to note that, you know, these teams, they didn't pop up from nowhere. They've got history. They've been playing against each other every single time. Noble, I think it's fair to say that Noble have had the advantage for a lot of the times when they were facing off, and they have, I think, even more victories when it comes down to this head-to-head battle. So, obviously, the fact that we get to see them play yet again for another time here is exciting stuff. And for now, folks, of course, it is going to be Old Factory Team Deathmatch.
Okay, yes, Old Factory is beautiful. Let's see. Of course, Lazarus have been saying that they are an aggressive team, and as an aggressive team, they need to go in, and they are going in. Gonza. Gonza is taking it down. John Wick Mix taking down Romeo Nokin, taking down Lord Mana. 55 points for back-to-back from the beginning. It's a very strong start. Only 25 seconds have passed. It's 70 to 2-0. Back-to-back are dominant, but a double elimination from Romeo maybe can turn things around.
Yeah, let's see how this one's going to go. Lord Mano, he's burning to a crisp, but so is Killing Machine, and he's going to go for the big flank. He could get an easy elimination. There we go. A triple elimination coming out here from Killing Machine. Great stuff here for back-to-back. And look at the lead already. What? 40 seconds past, and they've got themselves a massive advantage.
Beautiful. Lord Mano versus KM. A duel. Both go down. Beautiful. Now Noke is going to try a small flank. He deals some incinerator damage. Goes all the way around to the different side of the map. And back-to-back are playing beautifully. They are, you know, that they are doing the strafing. They're doing the tactics. And they are way ahead. Romeo is going to take down Noke here with a double elimination. Going to take down KM as well. Lazarus are trying to win simply on the shooting skills, while the team play from back-to-back looks to be a lot better. And the G-Launcher from Gonza is going to stop his roll, while back-to-back 100 points ahead already on Team Deathmatch.
They're not slowing down. Back-to-back want to find some of these eliminations here. Do you have Killing Machine coming in here? He's got the Incinerator to work with. Look at this. The players don't seem to be aware of his positioning, and now as the push is coming through, look at the eliminations. All of them for back-to-back. Excellence in response, but it's a bit too late. Back-to-back already have themselves a massive lead. I wouldn't be too surprised if they would decide to play this one safe and passive, but no, they're going for the engagements. They're getting up straight to the face of their opponents, but so is Lord Mano, but he will be taken down by Migs. And back-to-back for now, Gonza has been taken out of the equation. Now the players have respawned, and Lazarus, they have lost some HP.
This doesn't look good for Lazarus, and Lord Mano has the smallest amount of points out of everyone, it seems like, and usually he is leading the rush. It seems like they need to rush a little more. Lord Mano picking up a little bit of points here just to counter my argument, but they are still 100 points behind. The center kind of belongs to back-to-back. They're not taking any risk. They're looking for great angles, and Gonza is going to take down Romeo. They are just a double elimination for Gonza, just with a knife straight after the avalanche elimination. Lord Mano with a double elimination, trying to respawn, but back-to-back only needs 34 points to seal the deal. Can Lazarus make a miracle happen? No, back-to-back 10 points till victory, and back-to-back wins the first map. Beautiful, beautiful place.
They get it done. And I can't really say that it was, you know, a somewhat competitive affair. Looked like from the get-go it was back-to-back. And of course we do have, you know, Killing Machine here being the MVP, as well as he was able to pull out some really great numbers in that matchup.
Did you just notice that all 4 best players were back-to-back?
Mm-hmm.
All 4, not one of them.
That is true. All 4 of them. Like, they all pulled off an MVP-esque performance.
Beautiful. I mean, like, back-to-back, they were like tricking and trapping and using angles and doing sniper eliminations. It was beautiful. Lazarus tried to get their, like, rushing train going, but just didn't hit the rails, and it all went in vain.
Yeah, it all went in vain, but of course this was just the very first map here, Stannis. We will have our second map, and that is going to be Farming Complex. Now, Farming Complex, when we in Metaficus got to cast the Southeast Asia region, it was so hard to say like who is actually a good map on Farming Complex because it seems to be a map in which an underdog team is able to excel at.
You know, it's beautiful because Venom historically said that it should be illegal for him to play on Farming Complex. And right after that, he lost on Farming Complex to back-to-back. So if that is any indication, back-to-back should tear Lazarus to shreds. And they were playing better with the team play on TDM and on the control points. Team play is king. It's everything. So they should probably be able to win. But let's see what the chat has to say. So unpredictable back-to-back. Oh, it started. Oh, it's good. When will it start? Oh, the guys are just like catching up here. Guys, we're already one game ahead. Good game back-to-back, and congrats. That's good. Let's look at the MVP, though, because who was the best out of the back-to-back team?
Yeah, I think it wouldn't be too much of a surprise to actually see Killing Machine here. Yep, sitting at a comfortable 144 score, 8 eliminations, 4 assists, and only 4 deaths. That is a pretty formidable scoreline on a team deathmatch.
And Excellency with a comfortable Boeing MVP score, 747, 7 eliminations, 4 assists, and 7 deaths. Beautiful. Excellency even renamed himself as Excellency Greatest of All Time just to hype himself up, but it didn't seem to work. Of course, what a progress for Excellency from Season 1. He used to be just a support player. Well, I'm just saying just a support player. A very important role, but he transformed himself to one of the top fraggers, one of the top like elimination machines on the entire Lazarus team. And it's difficult because Lazarus is all about pushing.
Yeah, they definitely love to play in that rush your roles, keep on making the aggressive plays. That seems to be like the sort of meta, especially when you do have, let's get back to the same control points game mode, like Farming Complex. That seems to be the name of the game right now. A lot of teams, they're going to be going for the straight-up aim duels on the B control point. You're going to have a 4 versus 4 early on, and whoever wins that one, then they will have the room to go wherever they want. They can go for the cap on the B control point, or they can go split up the forces, go towards A and go towards C.
Oh, yo from Ladylike in the chat. Thanks to all of the moderators, including Ladylike in the chat. Guys, be nice or they will take you down. Let's see who is going for what. Hi, Stannis out. Well, what kind of comment is that? What do you mean? I'm here. Not out yet. About an hour and a half till that. So, and then again, I'm going to be on the North American too, so not going to get rid of me so easily. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's good to see you. We were hyping up the surprise there. We didn't tell our viewers. We said that, oh, there's going to be a big surprise. Better tune into the broadcast to find it out. And I think the people are happy, Stannis.
Well, let's try. I'll do a dirty thing. Like, who are you rooting for?
Out of the 4 teams right now?
Out of the 4 teams, yeah.
Back to back.
Back to back.
I like Excellency.
You like Excellency?
Well, Excellency, not just the player, but I love the fact that they're playing good Guns of Boom. Same goes here on the Southeast Asia region. I support Cyclone GG because, I mean, they are the top dogs.
So you support Excellency from Lazarus and you won back-to-back to win?
Oh, no. I only support the winners.
Oh, that's a horrible thing to say, man. You only support the winners? What kind of a fan are you? Are you afraid?
I am the fan of wins, Stannis. I like winning.
Oh, come on. This is bad, man. This is bad. Like, I don't have a particular team I want to win this time around. I would love to see, like, the seeding. I would love to see back-to-back lose the seeding to Jug this time around because I want to see them play more games from the start. Usually the better seed gets to play less games, and I just like to see back-to-back sweats. I don't know why, like they make a great show out of it. It's beautiful. I like to see Nokia just lose his mind from all the winning and the losing. It's just good.
So you like torturing people?
I like close games.
Yes, you're a fan of Guns of Boom. You want to see the close games, the most eliminations, and of course the better team always succeeds.
Oh, nice. Stannis, you lit the stream with your spooky voice. What is spooky about my voice? What do you mean, man? Come on, we're waiting for the second team, for the second map. It's going to be control point. It's going to be beautiful. The guys in the chat are not giving me too much to talk about. I don't know why. Feels like Stannis is always checking the chat because he doesn't know what to say. I'm checking the chat because I love you guys, and you don't care. How do you feel after that? Shame on you. Shame on you. So, what was your name? Sahil Demes. Shame on you, Sahil. Shame on you. It's nice. But it's nice. It's just nice. It's nice to be here. It's nice to cast to you. It's the last cup, so guys, F's in the chat for the finishing of the Summer Challengers, because it's like, it's beautiful. It was, what a run it was. And with Pro Series Brazil, and with Gods of Boom Cologne, and with the gigantic stadium, and the fire shows, and all of that flying around the world, my head is spinning. It's beautiful. And our players, they just became, they became real players. They became real athletes.
Oh, especially in Guns of Boom. When you think in the Cologne event, when you think about it, the arena, stage lit up, Guns of Boom, players playing the game. It's an exciting sight. And of course, Stannis, you got to witness it firsthand.
It was beautiful. Like, we got straight up CSGO players chanting for Guns of Boom. It was beautiful. There were some players coming in early for the CSGO event. There's going to be later, and they just really got sucked in, and it was beautiful. And we even had like Lazarus versus Impact Gaming chant in the stadium from the audience, and it went beautiful. It's very location specific, because it was European fans, because mostly in Cologne it will be European fans, so everyone went for Lazarus, and Impact Gaming got just a tiny little bit of Impact Gaming back there, and they won. And they won.
They won it.
That was beautiful. They weren't by no means though underdogs. You want to cheer for the underdogs, but Impact Gaming have been steamrolling everyone.
And would you look at that, folks? We can finally jump into our second map. Of course, it is going to be Farming Complex Control Points.
Okay, Control Points, an illegal map for Venom, but back-to-back beat him here. So let's see who's going to be the strongest. And already we see in the center there's a big fight. Gonza is going to take the first strike, and a triple elimination from the beginning. Back-to-back looks to cement that advantage, that psychological advantage. They already have 2 points, and they're going for a triple cap straight from the start. Are they going to even give Lazarus a moment to catch their breath? Excellency by himself going in with a triple elimination to return it. And what chances were there of him surviving? And he's there.
There were so very slim chances for him to survive that position, but now Killing Machine picking up a very important elimination. Now it's going to be the C control point here for back-to-back. They have lost B and A. They need to start gathering some of that map presence, and there we go. The G launcher coming in. Excellent. He's able to take down Gonza, but Mix is there with the elimination streak. This is great stuff right now for back-to-back, because not only are they finally finding the eliminations, but now they're holding on to C and they're holding on to B.
Oh, I think back-to-back made Lazarus mad, because they're going like crazy everywhere. Excellency by himself like a Greek hero, just packs of back-to-back players flying away from him. But now he's going to go down to Mix after taking KM. The points are mostly back-to-back. They're going for a triple cap again, and it seems like their team play are beating Lazarus's, their insane plays, but just with taking all of the points back-to-back are keeping that. Triple elimination from Nokia. Beautiful. No, that is beautiful. On top of the team play, on top of taking the points, they're actually starting to win the firefights.
As we do see, Killing Machine is about to see a couple of these players. There's a very nice crossfire being set up. Lord Mano, he did have backup, but that wasn't even necessary. And as we do see, Nokia and Migs, both the players picking up eliminations apiece, but by this point, there's not a single player from back-to-back holding on to control point. Lazarus, this is probably their best bet to come back into this game. However, as they say so, back-to-back, they're fighting for some of that C presence, and on A, it's going to come down to the eliminations. It's going to come down to the individuals to find them. For now, Migs is able to hold things down at the C control point, but Lazarus, slowly but surely, they're getting back into this game.
There was a beautiful double cap, and there's another beautiful double cap by Lazarus. They are picking up the points back-to-back, need to hold on really tightly if they want to cement their advantage. Right now, Gonza is circling the center point. We're seeing Nokia with no health going for point A, and the big mistake, because he is met there by Lord Mano, and now Lazarus keep their double cap. And that may be all because of Nokia's mistake. Their Excellency with the double elimination. Lazarus are picking up the points, and they are passing back-to-back. It's only 200 till the end, and they're still holding on to 1 point for sure, and they're retaking B, and it seems like they're going to go into overdub. But KM with a nice G-Launcher elimination. Lazarus are still ahead. What's going to happen?
But look at this, Stannis, right now. It is the A and B control points, both of them being picked up by back-to-back, and in fact, you do have Nokia on the C control point. So Lazarus, they have respawned. on, but can't actually stop the streak right now. There we go. Those eliminations might get the job done. Nokia, he is burning alive, but he does have his teammates backing him up. Not sure if John Wick will survive this one. No, he will not. Merciless there from Killing Machine, and it's all going to come down to these last couple of eliminations, and there we go. That is going to be a victory here for back-to-back, and of course, not only do they win the second map, but it's a best-of-3 victory.
That was, of course, beautiful, and Lazarus actually they managed to be like the stronger team here for a long time. They retook it, even though the team play didn't go there in their favor. The 320 points that Excellency got, he definitely is the GOAT. It's like greatest of all time. He's like Madman Rush, triple elimination, no health. I think like one of the best highlights we've seen, but back-to-back methodically. Nokia, by the way, Nokia was a big reason they almost lost because he just gave himself away and the point there. But then he made himself humble, just went for point A, and that was enough.
I mean, that was scary business there for back-to-back. You're thinking, right, they're probably going to close out Farming Complex. They're looking so good. But then, you know, Lazarus, they were able to bounce back little by little. And, of course, guys, let's actually take a look at the MVPs we had for this matchup. So I think one of the names that will pop up here for the likes of, obviously, back-to-back, Gonza. Oh, actually, Gonza. Did not anticipate Gonza to be here, but there we go, sitting at 226 score. Of course, 9 eliminations isn't that great, but at the same time, like, if you look at the scoreboard, and you can clearly see that Gonza has been putting a lot of emphasis on holding the control points here, 4 assists and 9 deaths.
His beautiful Excellency, just look at his score. He was one-man army. He he outperformed everyone in this map, and I think like Lazarus, they were really showing that they can do it if they really try. But like it went 2-0 in the end, and that's too bad. But fortunately, like we won't see the third place map here. Won't see the third place match today, but we will give out scores in the end. So. It was very nice of Lazarus to try, but I want to see back-to-back versus Jug, actually, to see the seeding, just the final battle, so we need to see what happens next. But chat, what is your reaction? Let's see for a bit. Oh, that was close. Back-to-back really did it this time. So why is Divine King not playing? This time around, Divine King right now is being substituted by John Wick for Lazarus, as you see. And Divine King, if you haven't noticed, has been playing for North America right now, for Enix. It's an interesting tidbit of information there.
Thank you, Status, for the info. Ooh, those eyebrows.
Yeah,
majestic.
I can do a wave.
You can do... That's impressive.
Give me a second.
Come on, let's see.
It's not working right now.
Come on, give it a bit of a slap.
Ah, no,
Rev up
I'm
the
sorry,
engine.
man. It broke. It used to work. Maybe I'm not as young anymore, but it's fine.
Actually, you know what, folks? Let's take a look at the brackets and how this journey has been going thus far. Of course, for now, we only got to see our very first semifinal being played, and by that point, it was a 2-0 victory here for back-to-back. Of course, it would have been awesome to see, you know, a 3-mapper there, back-to-back, Lazarus keeping things close. I guess you could say the end of the second map was kind of close there at the very end. The first one went pretty well there for back-to-back. And, of course, at the end of it all, it is a best-of-3 victory here for back-to-back. But now we do have our second semifinalists here. Of course, it is going to be Edge Infinity Esports up against Knights of Honor.
Okay, but it's beautiful. My favorite player is Stanis. Thank you, Minecraft. Do you mean like my stream yesterday or what? That was a pretty good one. Didn't do too well against Romeo, though, but it was good. I actually was playing against Divine King, and he just completely slapped me around yesterday. It was horrible. The chat seems to be going a little bit insane here. They're like memeing and having fun with the mods. But I'm sure. The protector phone is upside down, Stanis. What are you talking about? It's the boom of guns. Oh, you're right. It says wrong. It's the guns of boom! Guns of boom! And guns
of boom, of course.
Yay, nice. It's nice, man. That was beautiful. Hey, we're waiting now. We're waiting on the Jug. Versus
Edge Infinity Esports.
Yay, it's nice. It's all good. It's all good, guys. It's all good. Yes, very strict, scary mode. What are you talking about? When is the new event, Stanis? The new event is going to be next week. And right now, focus on the esports. Don't think about the new event. You can go play the Brawl for a bit, though. It's pretty fun, but only after the broadcast. You stay here.
Oh, come on. Maybe they want to pop in a game real quick before we're doing the talking, because we're just talking heads here, Stanis. They want to play the game.
No, we stay on the broadcast. You don't go in the game.
Let them stay. Wait, how about this one? They watch the broadcast on the computer and play the game.
That's fine, but you need to look like more than 50% of the time you look at the broadcast.
But what if you're going to lose the game for your teammates? I'd hate a guy like that.
You ask difficult questions, man.
Exactly. And imagine that person is like trying to battle it out there for the leagues, have an important game
Let me baffle you. Who was the strongest player last week on the EU?
on the EU.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's a good question.
that's a good question.
I'll probably go with Johnny.
Johnny, why?
I think he did get himself a nice dose of eliminations.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You were casting last week, right?
That is true. That is
Good.
true.
So Jug, they won the entire tournament. But what was the best part about their gameplay?
Well, I guess the best part is that we can actually jump into our second semifinal. Old Factory here, Team Deathmatch. Of course, it is going to be the same map, but we do have some new faces in the form of Knights of Honor and Edge Infinity Esports. So let's get it on here, folks. Of course, we do see some interesting pushing coming out from AK. He's coming in there in the backline. He's able to do so much good work, but he does get taken down there by Dobar. Massive coming in there with the Avalanche. It looks like he will find one, and there's a bit of an exchange in the Blade Masters. Hale is able to get the better of Dobar, and that explosion right up in the face of T-Mac. And for now, Edge Infinity, they have themselves the edge.
Oh, it's beautiful. Edge Infinity are doing a great job. Notorious with a double elimination against them, trying to take back the points. It's 29 points ahead. No, even closer. Knights are now only 12 points behind. And it seems like the repeat of the finals, but Edge Infinity this time, they have the edge.
Well, let's see if they can keep it up for now. Notorious moving in here. He does got the Avalanche to work with, but I think, yeah, he's going to pop a heal and he's going to back away. As for Knights of Honor, they want to find some of those eliminations here, but there's AK picking up one with the G-Launcher. We do have him with the Barracuda. Can he get anything done here? Double elimination coming out from Johnny. The G-Launcher connects, and now that is going to be one scrolling up. However, look at this, massive out here close by. It does get taken down by Dobar. Knights of Honor right now going to respawn. They're going to continue on with the push. Edge Infinity might have to play this one carefully. Another G-Launcher coming in, but it does not connect. Look, the players, they're so low in HP, and Johnny, he's in prime position to deal damage.
After that explosive turnaround from Knights of Honor, they are keeping the lead around 14 points at all times. Edge are playing, I wouldn't say perfectly, but very, very beautifully, very well made, but they just cannot take back those 14 points. They keep trying though, but the exchanges seem quite even. Johnny with a double elimination with an incinerator, beautiful, and a triple elimination. He himself with a sliver of health actually is going to turn this game around, as he is going to earn a 50-point advantage for Knights of Honor. It's going to be hard to come back from. Massive is trying a double G-Launcher elimination from T-Mac. They are not nice today. They're just not nice.
No, Knights of Honor, they're definitely feeling explosive today, as we do see 390 points. This is a very formidable scoreline for them. 110 more, and they will secure the victory. But before that, Edge Infinity, they're obviously going to continue on playing forward here, but you do have Dobar with the Avalanche. Some of the players soften up, but he only gets the one, as by this point, Knights of Honor, like, they can just play the numbers game. They know they've got themselves a huge lead in the scoreline. They can very easily go for some of these coordinated pushes and secure themselves the victory. Heck, I wouldn't blame them if they would decide to play this one passively, but that's not the case. You have AK getting the Blade Master there. Notorious does go down to the bullets of Massive.
Now, of course, Knights of Honor are a 100-point difference. A double elimination here is not going to change too much. Only 12 points until victory. An elimination streak from Dejani. Edge Infinity basically needs to lose no players right now. They need like a quadra elimination if they want to turn this around. I don't see that happening, as it seems the first map is very close to closing down. Massive jumping in with a double elimination with the G-Launcher was not enough. Knights of Honor are taking the first map, and they are, it looks like they are going to repeat what happened in the finals in the previous cup.
Well, let's see if that's going to be the case as of now. With this first victory coming in here, it's not too shabby. Knights of Honor, they are able to pick up themselves the very first map here. Of course, it is important to note that you might be wondering, okay, what's the point of this whole game right now? We do have the number one spot back-to-back. We do have the number 2-1 for Knights of Honor. Well, let me tell you this one, folks. It is seeding. Seeding, utmost important now for both of these squads. And you might be thinking, what's that going to change in the long term? Well, of course, the seeding for the Pro Series event, for the upcoming Pro Series event.
Of course, there's some money and also experience, which are also very valuable.
That's also pretty nice.
The chat just lit up. It's like, damn, Jug, nice game, good game, Jug. But somebody is not falling with their spirit. This is like edge, edge, edge. Nice, Victor, nice. But let's see who actually was the best player of that map with the MVP.
I think it might be, in fact, Johnny here for the likes. Oh, yeah, it's going to be Johnny here for the Knights of Honor. 216 score, 11 eliminations, 5 assists, and 7 deaths.
Nice, very close, very, very close. But it seems like we are almost ready for the next game, which is going to be beautiful. I hope we don't go for another 2-0 on this. And again, farming complex. And again, farming complex. We'll see who is going to be stronger here in the farming complex with the control points. It seemed to me that actually Edge are better with the team play than Jugs, so I would predict that Edge are going to take this.
If that is the case, we in fact will see a 3-mapper, but for now there's an exchange of bullets in the mid portion of the map. Of course, it is going to be Edge picking up C and B, but there we go, Notorious coming in with a big flank. Deadly has no idea of that flank even being a possibility, as Knights of Honor trying to go for the capture on the B point. You have Krasilnikov out here with the Barracuda, picking up the elimination streak. Double elimination, you name it, extra points in the pocket of Edge.
This is beautiful. It's exactly what I was talking about. You see AK, beautiful, beautiful positioning. Dejani tries to go in, doesn't succeed. Notorious picks up from behind Deadly, which was beautiful as well. Actually, Knights of Honor almost going for a double cup here, but with the points from simple eliminations, Edge are far ahead for now. But they need to start taking the points. It seems like they forgot about them for some reason. Dejani wins the duel versus AK with difficulty, even though he had more health. Notorious and Dejani with no health and a double elimination from Massive. Just noticed it at the same moment as me. Picked them up. Now they need to take the points, but they are ahead on points.
And I thought that triple cap is imminent, but I've been proven wrong. Doba right now not in the best position, does go down. It does have his teammate alongside him, and Notorious will be taken down too. Double elimination, great stuff here for Knights of Honor, because now they're in the lead by, I'd say, quite a slim margin, but they are in the lead, of course. Edge Infinity, they have respawned. Now they're going to go for the captures here. First, on the C control point, they're not getting things done here. Dobar gets the better of Massive. And of course, here on the B control point, you have 3 players there, but they're so low in HP. Johnny will be picking up a couple, and so does Dobar. And again, Edge Infinity, they're back to the spawn.
You rarely see a control point this close, but almost a triple cap there from Knights of Honor. Edge not letting that happen. Massive is going to take point A, an exchange of eliminations there, but it seems like Knights of Honor are looking to win the second map in a row, thwarting my prediction. They're 200 points ahead, but Edge Gaming are trying a couple of different tactics. It seems like they have a chronic problem of not picking up control points themselves, as they are picking up eliminations and 180 points ahead. Knights of Honor.
Eliminations are nice, but they should be a bonus. You still want to focus on control points right now. 3 players there, 1 G-Launcher, so much damage could be dealt, but it's not meant to be. For now, Edge Infinity, they have 4 players stationed that be control point. For now, Knights of Honor, slowly but surely, they're racking up the points.
4 players at point B. That was a beautiful one. I mean, like, what chances? They went all in for the center. Now, actually, Jug has really low health all around the place, and AK is going to make good use of it with his Barracuda and Avalanche. Double elimination from him, and a double hold on the points A and B from Edge Gaming as they are picking up the points. 3 players going on to Johnny. Hale is going to pick up T-Mac with the Blade Master, and it seems like maybe Edge can turn this around. Yes, of course, Dobar and Notorious are going to retake A, but B and C belong to Edge Gaming, as they are only 80 points away from victory right now. Jug feel cheated out of victory because they were winning for so long, and now out of nowhere, Edge Gaming has both points, and they've been winning all the team fights. It's so close, but no, Edge actually takes the second map, just as I said, and they are now 1-1.
Yes, in fact, they are 1-1, but that was such a close affair that you were thinking, right, Knights of Honor, they got this one. Clearly, I was wrong. I was mistaken, as at the end of it all, Edge are able to pull it through and secure themselves the victory.
I see a familiar face. It's Dr. Thickboy in the chat saying, "Oh, snap." I agree, Dr. Thickboy. That was a snap. Jug is crazy, but Edge is crazier. Yeah, I agree. It's insane how they are playing today.
I mean, we are seeing some very good Guns Boom action. You cannot deny it. I actually thought, okay, this is the last week. The teams are going to play this one chill. But no, they've really come out there to play. They realize, okay, standings, they matter. And so does getting, some of that extra change in their pockets is always a nice bonus. But for now, folks, let's also take a look at the MVPs of this matchup.
Yes, of course. I expect to see AK But no, it's massive. It's actually massive. You know, his rushing was relentless, as it usually is. And Notorious with a 199 was way behind. It felt like Edge kind of focused too much on the eliminations at times, but it actually managed to give them the win in the end when they just beautifully cleaned up Jug completely and took all the points.
And of course, at the end of it all, you gotta wonder right now, this being the third map, Team Deathmatch, Military Warehouse, a lot of times when you see, obviously, Military Warehouse, or in fact, any Team Deathmatch now being the decider of a best of 3, a best of 5, you name it, teams are going to be playing it quite slow. And a map like Military Warehouse, that's definitely one of the play styles a team can go for.
Yeah, I agree. It's an awesome victory from World War Hero. And that was close from Christian Ramos. I mean, like, it seems like chat is really respecting the games and really respecting the teams. You know, like in Guns of Boom, it's so easy to start tilting when you lose that first map. Like we just seen with Back-to-Back and Lazarus. You go for the second one, and you just go, you continue the same mentality. But Edge, they broke it. They broke it like in the center. They just, no, we're winning this one. It's going to be 1-1, and it's going to be good. Really, who do you think wins the next one?
Let's probably go with Knights of Honor. That's what I'm thinking about. Knights of Honor are going to secure themselves the best of 3 victory.
Okay, Military Warehouse, another team deathmatch, and as we've seen, it might actually go to Jug. That's my prediction in a way that they've been showing that they are better. They are worse at team play, but they are better at shootouts. But maybe with the newfound confidence, Edge Infinity can turn this into a victory. They are 45-29. AK Krasilnikov with a beautiful Barracuda on Dejani. It seems like they are holding on to a 16-point lead here.
Notorious, he's not going to be slowing down. He's got his teammates alongside him going for some of these eliminations here in Hale. He's going to be meeting a nasty surprise, or is it though? Deadly's G-Launcher does connect. And Edge Infinity Esports, yes, they do have themselves a lead, but it's minimalistic. T-Mac though, raining down the pain here. Of course, there's still a very close affair here. Massive though, coming in here towards middle. He will be shut down by Dobar, and it looks like Notorious and AK Krasilnikov, both the players picking up eliminations apiece.
Both teams kind of playing it slowly. Edge is even camping. Even though they are not in the lead, that tactic actually works out because Jug just pushes in too far, gets swept up, eliminated, giving a double elimination to Deadly. Dobar tried to even it out with a G-Launcher, but it only got one player, and it seems like Edge are going to hold on to this, and they have a colder state of mind. Another G-Launcher taking only one player. Notorious versus Massive. It's 4 points difference. Very close battle. A double elimination for Dobar. But we don't know what's going to happen yet.
Yeah, this is definitely a very close battle between the two teams. We do see a lot of refrags coming in there, left, right, and center, you name it. And now, AK with him picking up that elimination, I thought, okay, now that's the lead. But no, Notorious takes down AK. Still a lot of refragging going on here. And as we do see Notorious, yep, he's going to be taken out. And most importantly, that was now a double elimination for Edge Infinity Esports. In fact, Hale is able to pick up 3. This is some great stuff here for Edge that might just allow themselves to keep on to the lead.
That triple elimination is all the point difference between Edge and Knights right now. An elimination streak from Hale with a G-Launcher. That's an insult. It's 60 points for Edge Infinity. They are ahead.
Do you see some of these eliminations still going on? A Merciless there from Deadly. And as we do see, he's kind of stuck here. He doesn't really have his teammates. And in fact, the G-Launcher does connect. Knights of Honor, you know, it looks like they can still kind of come back into this one. If they are able to find the eliminations quick enough, this could still be their game. As we do see Edge, though, going to make sure that's not going to happen. Hale does take down T-Mac. Deadly responds as well, and we do see Notorious running into the base, but I'm not sure if he can get anything done here. In fact, he will get a bullet to the face. Edge Infinity have got the lead.
Interestingly, Edge Infinity actually managing to take the team deathmatch from Knights of Honor. They're picking them apart everywhere. It's only the 3rd minute going to be finished here, but they are so much ahead, only 60 points until victory for Edge Infinity, and it seems like they just might go to the finals. Right now, Jug needs to find a completely new way to approach this as they are now playing cautiously. But Edge don't have to rush anywhere, but of course, who else but Massive just jumps straight in. Who cares? Going to rack on the points because they have nothing to lose. Only 10 points until Edge takes this, and they do, and they take the match, and they go to the finals. It's 2-1.
Yep, they head on over to the finals. They are able to secure themselves that slot, and now we do have an interesting game on our hands. Edge Infinity versus Back-to-Back. I don't really recall seeing this matchup here in the European Cups, if I'm being honest.
Interesting. Jog are making too many mistakes from a prey. It's an interesting analytics there from chat. I'd say Jog were like so strong, and it feels like they have a mentality problem. Like they have a tilting problem because they started losing. They played like way worse than they did before that. And like we've seen it at Gods of Boom Cologne, they're just like, okay, we're too nervous. We're not going to be able to do anything against Impact Gaming. And they need to get into that place. When they're in that place where they play the best, they are the best. But when they're in the place where they're losing or like they're not prepared, it seems like they're just not too good.
And that's the thing, like, you take a look at a best-of-9 grand final, like in Cologne, you obviously have a lot of opportunities where, okay, you've lost a map here and there. You can still have a reset. That's why I think you did have a pretty close affair there in Cologne. But if you come down to like a best-of-3 series, you have so little time for mistakes. It's basically you're coming out swinging, or if you don't succeed the first map, well, it's going to be pretty hard to come back on the second one. Don't secure that one, and I'm sorry, that's game over.
Well, let's see, though, who was the best. Massive was maybe the most aggressive one. I'm not sure he was the best here, but it's interesting. Maybe the Johnny, maybe AK, but no, it was actually Hale for Edge Infinity with a lot. Hale is, of course, an extremely strong player, but he's one of those strong players where he's just so good at almost everything. It's hard to pinpoint when he goes off really well. He just picks up eliminations, and it's like it just goes past you.
And of course, here, Johnny, 115 score, 7 eliminations, 7 assists, and 8 deaths. So, of course, now we actually had our semifinal being done here. We're here for the semifinals. And, of course, now we're going to be looking at the grand final matchup. We won't be taking a look at the third match decider. However, we will keep our ears to the ground and give you all the information, what's going on there, what are the score lines, what are the interesting narratives that are going on there. And for now, folks, let's even take a look at a very quick look at the brackets, at our journey thus far. As of now, we did have our semifinals being played out, in which the first one, back-to-back, were able to secure themselves the victory here against Lazarus, and in our second semifinal.
Okay, so if you've just joined, look here, look closely. Edge Infinity managed to win against Jack, who just like beat them down in the previous finals. But now they actually got their revenge, and it's back-to-back versus Edge Infinity. If you're just joining the stream, wait for the grand final. It's the best thing ever. Back-to-back versus Edge Infinity. If back-to-back wins, they get the sweet points, and maybe they already have their seeding. They already won against Jack, so we now know that back-to-back is going to get the better seeding no matter what. What they're playing for now is the money and the experience and, of course, the prestige.
Oh, yes, the prestige, because it's definitely important to be, walking out here in these cups, not only, securing yourself a slot in the grand finals, that is pretty nice and all, but getting the victories as well, because I think back-to-back, they don't necessarily have the most amount of victories here in the cups. They have some top-place finishes, but in terms of victories, I think they have 2 or 3, I'd like to say, throughout the cups.
World War Hero says, everybody knows back-to-back will win. I don't know, man. I think Edge were so strong. Stannis, can we play with you? No, I'm sorry, not right now. We're not doing that anymore. We're not doing that anymore. This is a different kind of stream, okay, guys? Okay, so, Impact Gaming, good choice. Oh, King Venom in the chat. Venom is actually in the chat, guys. Tell him what you think about him right now. You have a great opportunity. King Venom there. Well, who are you rooting for is what I want to know. Are you rooting for Edge or back-to-back? I've seen 3 comments for back-to-back when I was looking through. Not one comment for Edge. If there are Edge Gaming fans in the chat, you need to show that you're there, guys. Start typing.
But that's the thing. I think those people are probably also fans of back-to-back, but I think they're also realistic of the chances there for Edge. I think there's a possibility.
Massive and AK.
I mean, there's a possibility of happening there, sure, but I think back-to-back, they're going to come out on top here with the victory, but we might see a good game. And you know what is a good game, Stan? Is a 5-mapper.
You offend me. We might see a good game. We
sorry.
will see a good game.
We will see a good game.
Definitely see a
Okay,
good
I like
game.
the confidence.
Okay, well, it's okay. Okay, so I think back-to-back, everybody's saying okay, back-to-back is going to win maybe because they just have more of a a reputation around these parts. But you guys forget that AK is the strongest guy from Dust 2, and Massive was just crazy on Gods of Boom Cologne, rushing everyone down. Edge just has the best team roster they ever had right now because they've been refining it and working on it, and they have always been strong on the online cows. They were just having trouble with the offline ones, so I feel like they are more than a big, honest opponent for back-to-back to overcome.
Well, we'll see if that's going to be the case. We can actually give you folks a quick rundown of the finals. And of course, for a first map, we will be having Europe Straights. That is going to be Team Deathmatch, a map you don't get to see too often coming out here in competitive play. And of course, with the new map pool rotation, it'll be interesting how a lot of these teams will play it out because from what we've seen in the Southeast Asia region when the two teams were battling it out in the grand final, it was in fact a very slow type of game in which the opponents, they were just pulling out the sniper rifles, pulling out the Barracudas, and they were playing in a very, I would like to say, passive style where they were overlooking their opponents, hoping to find some of those openings and those eliminations as well. I can definitely see Stannis is smiling, so he's got definitely something to say.
There's some fun stuff in the chat, man. Well, first of all, let's do some feel-good stuff. Stannis, how much Guns of Boom has grown. Feels so good, I agree. But then again, people are going like, yay, Venom here. Good choice. Good to see him. And, like, people are saying, some other people are saying, like, who is Venom? I didn't know any Venom.
Oh.
Because I don't know if it's like trolling, but Venom is blushing there in America right now. Somewhere Venom is blushing. But if you are a fan, Kila Karina with a beautiful, beautiful idea, put a blue heart for Edge or a black heart for back-to-back. Should be good, guys. So I see some blue hearts. I see more Venom blushing. I see Mycrop. Back-to-back will win because of Killing Machine, the best all-rounder. I know, like it's interesting. It's interesting, the fact is, like, people still think Killing Machine is the best all around. In first season, he was, like, easily the MVP of everything. He single-handedly used the plays nobody else used. He was just beautiful. But right now, feels like a lot of players caught up to his level. So that many are aces almost as strong or stronger than him. I don't know, like, even inside back-to-back, is it Nokia or KM right now? Who is the strongest?
And even, I think a lot of cases for a lot of fans, I guess you could say, because they remember the good old days, when Killing Machine was playing so well. He's still playing good, obviously, but it's still, you have a lot more competition coming into nowadays, and they do remember the good days. They still think that he is the best out there, which may not necessarily be the case here, folks.
Oh, nice. Stannis, that Gob tune is looking awesome. You're talking about this little guy? Oh, you can take a better look.
Oh, he's not a little guy. He's a big guy.
He's a huge guy. Like, I'm sorry, it's out of focus a little bit, but what a beautiful figurine here. And you see this? This is legend. If you've been playing Guns of Boom for a long time,
you know this gun.
Yeah, you know this gun, and I think you haven't been giving it enough love.
Really?
I just think you should really take Legend and go try to win a brawl with it. Probably 99 matches out of 100 you will lose. But if you win one, you know what? You're gonna feel like a legend.
Ah, I see what you did there, Stannis.
Beautiful.
I mean, it's a good weapon when you're starting out, but in some of the latter stages, it's not the best out there. Let's be real about that one, folks.
Stannis back-to-back default winners. Shout out to me. So Jarrett says back-to-back is a default winner. But I disagree. The same argument. Somebody's saying, I am rooting for Lazarus. Come on. Lazarus is not playing the finals, guys. If you're just joining, right now it's going to be back-to-back versus Edge. That's your choice. No Input Gaming, no Venom, no Lazarus. Vote Edge or back-to-back.
Someone should tell that fella to refresh the stream because I think he's kind of lagging behind.
It's okay, man. You can rewatch it. You can catch up to us. You can like fast forward a little bit of talking, watch more matches. It's fine. We understand. It's okay. I disagree, but it's fine.
It's not bad to listen to the talking heads, but let's be real. People come here for the Guns of Boom action, and of course, the grand final here. This is going to be the last grand final here of the Summer Challenger Series, and of course, with this grand final coming into play, I wonder how it's going to play out. Are we in fact going to be able to see ourselves the 5 maps here? Because again, we talked about your streaks there a little bit. Team Deathmatch is the game mode, and what you read in chat.
It's okay. Stannis showed me the cow. I don't know what he means. But
Stannis showed you the cow.
Let's say back-to-back versus Edge. Edge seem a lot more like soldiers at this moment. Like back-to-back needs to get rolling with Nokia and KM. They need to start picking up the eliminations right from the start. It feels like they're a lot more snowbally. Edge can take a step back. That's like a very rare thing for a Guns of Boom team. They can take a step back, stop, and start again. Even stronger. Back-to-back is not like that, in my opinion. They need to go in, hot-headed. They start winning. They start snowballing. You can't stop them. Well, let's see who wins with that. It seems like with that, Edge should be able to take all the control points maps. It seems like back-to-back actually needs to take all the team deathmatch. That's my prediction. That's my understanding, guys. Don't mock me in the chat. It's okay. I see a lot of black hearts for back-to-back. A lot of black hearts, but also some blue hearts as well. It means Edge still has its fans right here. I choose Stannis. You can't choose Stannis. Stannis is not playing. Oh, nice. Europe Streets. So we're starting out, and it's going to be Team Deathmatch. But you know what? It's a sniper Team Deathmatch. And AK and KM are like very similar when I pronounce their names, but also they're very similar in that they are amazing snipers. But who's going to win this sniper duel? Let's see.
Already mid-present seems to be the name of the game, and there we go. AK is able to get the price strike and a double elimination to boot here. Deadly right now. I think he spotted out the player in that position. There we go. The info has been relayed to him, and now it is the lead here for Edge Infinity Esports. Nokia though, hello. Spots out Deadly. Good early pickup for him. And by this point, he is kind of burning life here. Going to make sure to pop a heal and play this one safe. I'm never a big fan of actually seeing teams going out here towards that mid part. Oh no, Nokia! He's going to try. Oh, okay. Thank goodness the grenade is not able to take him down, but in this point, Edge Infinity Esports, you can see here, Stan, as some of the players have lost a big chunk of their health.
Nokia seemed a little bit groggy there. He even missed a grenade and ran into 3 people. It was beautiful, but Edge are they are making good use of those mistakes. AK Krasilnikov with a G launcher against Gonza, while Gonza took him out with a Barracuda. A nice exchange of greetings while back-to-back. They clean up almost the entirety of the Edge Infinity team, but they still are not able to catch up to that lead.
Right now I do hear a Blade Master during the distance, and that's in fact going to be massive picking up too. At this point, back-to-back, I'd love to see what they're playing right now. From what I can tell, they're playing on this part of the map in which AK is going to try to hunt him down. There we go. A very neat setup coming in here. Nokia's got the avalanche, but that's not necessary, as now he is getting the Blade Master.
With a double elimination at that, 15 points, Edge Infinity are still keeping that, they are keeping that lead. And we see here that Massive is going to go up against, oh, I forgot, I'm sorry, like 90 points ahead. Edge Infinity back-to-back need to be catching up. Gonza wins a sniper duel against AK Krasilnikov. Nokia, a double elimination with Scout. That is crazy. And using Scout on Europe Streets seems to be a controversial tactic here, but he is moving around really fast with the Blade Master. He proves his usefulness. Nokia is turning it around, but Edge is going to clean up almost the entirety of back-to-back team.
We'll see if that's the case. For now, the perfect aim coming in there from Deadly. And even though Edge Infinity were leading this one, I'd say by someone like 90 points. Looks like they are bouncing back here, back-to-back. Mix, he is burning alive. And in fact, the bullets will get the better of him. For now, Edge Infinity, some of these players, they don't have the most amount of HP to work with. This is where KM could shine. And there we go. A double elimination from him. Even gets the tag in on the AK. And this should be an easy pickup. Or is it, though? AK takes down KM, but he's in a very vulnerable position. But Nokia playing this one too aggressive. G-Launcher connects. Double elimination there from Nokia. Good pickups coming through. And back-to-back, they might just be able to pull this one through. KM walking in here with the avalanche. He does have the good timing. There we go. Does take down AK. 20 more points. And back-to-back might claim the victory here. G-Launcher stepping up here. And as we do see the players, some of them don't have the most amount of HP. But here, 6 more points for back-to-back. And they will secure the victory. But before that, Edge Infinity, some of the players are finding the eliminations here, and look at this. Nokia in prime position to deal the damage as he is walking through right now. He will see some of these players in his vicinity, but there is an exchange of grenades, and now we do see Nokia. Will he spot out the players? Does he have the backup? He's gonna walk on through, and there we go. I didn't really get to see the elimination in the end, but I would presume it was Nokia to get things done.
Oh, they made you talk for a long time. I'm sorry,
Oh,
Danny.
yes.
There was such an intense moment there because, like, they didn't finish the deal for a long, long time. Back-to-back are taking the first game. Even though Edge were, like, pressing down on them for the entirety of the time. They were, like, in the lead, 90 points, 60 points, 30 points. Doesn't matter. Edge was in the lead the whole game, but then back-to-back, beautiful, beautiful. Like, Nokia was the wild card. He did some unpredictable stuff, and with that unpredictability, they threw Edge off.
Yeah, let's actually take a look at the MVPs, and I wouldn't be too surprised if Nokia is going to pop out there because there were moments where he was able to pick up some very crucial double eliminations that definitely put his team in a much more winnable situation, and that is in fact the case here, ladies and gentlemen. 198 score, 11 eliminations, 5 assists, and 7 deaths. And of course, here on the other team, you do have AK, who's sitting at 139 score, pardon me, 9 eliminations, 6 assists, and 9 deaths.
Feels like Nokia was definitely the MVP. Like just the breaking of the flow that he did was worth all the points in the world. But let's see what Chet has to say. Thrilling game. I was on the edge of my seat. Awesome, nice, awesome. Who you want to win, wife? Who are you asking? Lupilou is asking her wife. I'm not sure. Okay, let's go. Whoever is controlling the spectator cam is doing much better today. Nice, thank you. Like, it's a compliment to our spectator. And thank you very much. Our spectator does an amazing job and gets better and better with each day.
And of course, folks, we'll see if not back to back, but if Edge Infinity can pull things through here on the second map. Of course, it is Atrium. It is such an interesting map in the sense that it is very close, it is very small, and this is a sort of map in which it's so hard to predict who's going to come out on top victorious. For now, it is Hale, it is AK, both the players finding the eliminations.
Nokia with a double elimination. We are starting strong as Edge Infinity Esports. They are ahead again. Let's see who has more points. B and C. It's an equal distribution, but A goes to back-to-back as well. Now A and B both here. They're fighting for all the points. Back-to-back are actually 30 points ahead right now. It's kind of hard to see what is happening. All the players are distributed all over the team, all over the map. Gonza taking down Massive on point A, and the triple cap from back-to-back. Will it happen? Yes, it happens. A triple cap only for a moment there, but AK Krasilnikov with a double elimination. KM is going to take him down a peg, and now they're fighting for the points again, and it seems like it's hard to say who is going to win. Migs with a G-Launcher that is going to solidify their lead.
Oh, the triple cap, even though as minuscule as it might have been, it has put back-to-back in a very good position. They're now racking up the points here in the C point. It is going to be Killing Machine going down, and Hale, in fact, picks up a double elimination in his position. Prime spot to deal the damage. As of now, the G-Launcher, it connects to the face of AK. Nokia is going to be able to now capture the C control point. However, he has no backup. He needs to find the elimination. Can he get it done? It's an exchange of knives, and Nokia comes out on top, and something tells me we might even see another triple cap going on here, but no. AK puts the stop to the madness, but only momentarily.
Elimination streak from Nokia, as if they need more points, they are 250 points ahead with 2 points controlled by them. Right now, Edge needs to go for a triple cap. They need to trap back-to-back. AK Krasilnikov doing all he can, but a double elimination from Migs is going to stop him in his tracks. Can you even do anything at this point? It's 240 points ahead for back-to-back. They are losing one of the points, and maybe Edge can do a double cap. But no, even elimination streak from Massive, who is throwing himself at all of the opponents, doesn't do too much. But no, Edge Gaming are actually taking B as they are securing C. There's so much happening. KM with a G-Launcher against Deadly. Mix taking a Blade Master against Massive. Point B going to back-to-back. Everything is happening too fast.
I actually thought we were going to see a triple cap. That's not the case. Edge Infinity. Oh no, Nokia's got no clue about it. He has to win the engagement here, and he gets it done. The Blade Master connects. As for back-to-back, well, by this point, they can even forget about the points. If they're just going to get the eliminations, that is going to be enough for them to secure the victory here. Nokia out here with the Odin does go down. We do see a couple eliminations working out here for Edge, but there is Mix. He goes down to Deadly. So even though I was talking about that back-to-back, all you need to do right now is find the eliminations. They're finding it to be very difficult, but there's Nokia, there's Gonza. 2 more, and that's going to be enough. Back-to-back are your second map victors.
Second win here for back-to-back. It's going to be very hard for Edge to come back. You see, 3 players of the MVP screen are actually back-to-back. It means Edge didn't get almost any traction going.
That's a bit dissatisfying. And I mean, you can kind of equate it to just being, oh, it's Atrium. It is so hard to predict who's going to come out on top in that map. It really comes down to you just having, the right communication and being able to respond to your opponents. Because it's a small map, you're going to be seeing that, oh, at one point you're capping A and C. You're thinking, right, this is looking good for us. You've communicated this idea to your teammates, and then all of a sudden, the second passes, all your teammates are down at the equation. You're back at the spawn, and you're back with a new game plan.
Edge fans are really sad in the chat. I'm sorry, guys. I mean,
Aw.
it is difficult. People are calling back-to-back win. Dr. Thick Boy says I can't watch, and I understand that. Well, let's see who was the MVP. Of course, we already have seen a glimpse of it. Who was the
Nokia.
strongest of the entire team? Nokia, yes, with 249. Hale was very close behind, but didn't manage to do well enough. 8 deaths. That's way too many on the control point. You need to stay alive, and you need to be capturing points.
I mean, this just shows, how Hale, he was able to play relatively good here, 223 score, 9 eliminations. He was able to put up some pretty good numbers, pretty much comparable to what Nokia was able to get things done here in Atrium. And now this is the scary bit. This is a best of 5 we're talking about, and the fact that the first 2 maps have gone already in favor of back-to-back, if you're Edge Infinity Esports, I think you're going to be sweating a little bit.
It's true. Nokia is on fire. I think he's playing on drugs. I think not. I mean, like, Nokia was... He was so weird today, though. Like, Nokia is one of those strong aces who will run in and it'll do... But he's a lot more straightforward. This time around, it feels like he does some unpredictable stuff, and you don't know where he's going at all. And that's just weird.
I mean, it's ballsy. But in a game like Guns N' Boom, you can always use this X factor, the unpredictability, what he's going to do, where he's going to be, where will be the opponent's ace. And at that point, you're going to use yourself some great timing. So if you have the right positioning, if you also have your teammates backing him up, then the ace is able to do so much good work. And for now, we actually do have the information here of our third place decider. And apparently, Knights are winning their series 1-0 against Lazarus.
Yes, Knights of Honor against Lazarus. That's a match we remember from Gods of Boom Cologne. That was so tiring and so long, but beautiful. That was beautiful. Okay, so what we see? What we see here, hi Stannis, hi Slim Shady. Okay, I played with Gonza, so good. Yeah, I mean, Gonza is incredible. See, Stannis, I told you back-to-back are war horses. KM and Nokia will power them. Okay, yeah, Pray. We see some fanboys in the chat. I really think Edge could have won. Edge could have won both of those maps. They just couldn't bring it all together. And yes, back-to-back, they have more experience. They are stronger in many things. And I've just thought of a beautiful, beautiful placement for the chat here.
Oh.
Can you hold it, please? No, that doesn't work.
Put it in his thumb?
Maybe? I'm sorry, it doesn't work.
Depending on how you like your phone.
Doesn't work. Back-to-back really felt like playing around with the Edge. I agree, like, they were controlling the situation almost all of the time. Back-to-back were, like, pulling them back. They were, like, pushing them. They were taking the points. They were doing anything they wanted. And on capture points, it didn't even feel like an equal match. Like, on TDM, it feels like, yes, this is a beautiful, beautiful, like, sniper duel. It's a game of chess.
Yeah.
You don't know who's going to win. Capture points, like, back-to-back, like, boom, everything down.
I mean, you can't really... the thing is, those games were competitive. In the very first map here of the best of 5, you're looking, wow, this could even be a map here for Edge. But at the end of it all, it was Nokia, the individuals stepping up there for back-to-back that did allow them, at the end of it all, to secure the victory. So maybe this third map right now, which is, I do believe, Military Warehouse, yeah. It is going to be Military Warehouse, another map in which TDM, which means it's going to come down to eliminations. Teamwork, all of that stuff, important. But it also comes down to just hitting the shots in a game mode of TDM.
It's a match point. So, do you want this to finish this map? Do you want back-to-back to win?
Well, that would be a pretty neat 3-0.
Are you tired?
But Edge Infinity Esports, I mean, I did have a long day here, Stannis, but I'm going to continue on going here because Guns of Boom, we want to see ourselves a 5-mapper, don't we?
Yeah, well, I really want to see a 5-mapper. I know you had to talk for a long today before on the Southeast Asian broadcast.
Don't worry about it. We
it's
actually,
okay? Yeah, it's good.
Me and my partner were able to play some Guns and Boom live on the big screen. That was
beautiful.
Pretty nice
I really
experience.
enjoyed it, man. It was really good.
Liked my gameplay.
I did. Like, what I would want for Edge to take 2 games back. And I would
Mhm.
want that because I feel like Edge Gaming, they've been putting so much work. They used to be Forza, and before that, they're putting so much work into Guns of Boom,
Mhm.
so many skills. They have new talent. I feel like they deserve a win. And like it's not like back-to-back is going to hurt from losing this time around, but Edge really needs a win here. I mean, seriously, we need more strong teams. We need more strong teams on the offline events for the next season,
Yeah.
for the other, like for everything. But hey, of course it's okay. Like the strongest will win. Oh, Emily is in the chat, guys. Say hi to Emily, our esports player. Another one now here from Enix. She was subbing on the Pro Series Brazil. Really nice. Maybe we can get Gentrix here as well. Stannis Monster, love, love, love. What do you mean I'm a monster? I'm a good guy. Come on. Impact's the best in the world. Okay, Impact fans, not your time. North America is next. Right now we're going Edge or back-to-back, and Edge needs some support, so maybe you drop the Impact flags, you pick up some piece of paper, and you write Edge in it, and you show it in the chat. Even though you cannot upload images there, I'm sure Edge Gaming will feel that support.
I mean, the guys are creative. They're gonna come up with something in the chat. One of the thing I actually want to see is, in fact, some chats coming into play, like you end up seeing in a lot of broadcasts when spam X for Team Y, that sort of jazz.
How about some more radio esports here as Lazarus are taking the second map against Knights of Honor. It's 1-1, so we don't know what's going to happen there, but it's kind of fun, like doing the radio, like journalism over the phone. Right now it's 1-1. So guys, if some of you want Lazarus or Jack to win the 3rd place, you can cheer for them as well. And if you have any memes, can you think of any text memes you can drop in the chat? Not too bad so Ladylike doesn't get you with a pen over the head and the ban hammer, but like dank enough so it's fun. I'm just curious. I'm challenging your creativity here. Do you have any text memes, or have you become soft with all of the image memes that you just need to copy and you don't have to think about? Huh?
Yeah, them kiddos, they really like their visualization. Let's get back to the good old days of text.
Okay, I'm waiting for you guys. I'm waiting, really. I need fan kit. Why would you need fan kit, man? Just drop some text memes. Hey everyone from Emily. Well, that's not a meme, but like Emily, nice to see you again. Emily's such a nice person. It's beautiful. Okay. Whoa, let's go Lazarus. That's also not a meme, but I see. That's acceptable. Suppem. Not sure. From Nick. Okay, the guys just really went quiet. The whole chat went quiet. I feel like they are trying to, they are digging up their old computers, trying to look for text memes, because their whole hard drive is only images and videos at this point. That they didn't even edit. Come on, man. Let's see. Oh, Abrahay says his mind is blown. Just mind blown. Lazarus and back-to-back. Don't LMO me. Don't at me LMO. Oh, Stannis, you're beautiful. Thank you. It's just nice. Stannis, come on, mention me. From Calvin M. Wangi Jr. I mentioned you. It wasn't easy, but I mentioned you. What was that too much, Danny?
No, I mean, it's pretty nice that putting in the mentions there, giving the shout-outs for the folks who are enjoying the stream.
Okay, my favorite player is Stannis. Come on, guys. Where are the memes? You cannot butter me up and don't drop me the memes.
You don't want to accept the compliments, best player Stannis, all that sort of jazz?
I see 2 memes right in front of me. Nice try, not actually a meme. Come on. Really, the chat is defeated. No text memes? Come on, guys. I mean, like, if you don't bring me text memes by the end of this broadcast, I'm going to be really disappointed.
Ooh.
It's important to me.
Bring the text memes, folks. You don't want to disappoint Stannis.
Okay, but we are waiting for our next match point. Stannis is the original god of boom. See, guys, you're just kissing up to me. You're kissing up to me, trying to make me forget about the memes that I asked of you. Like kids who didn't bring their homework. That's horrible. That's horrible behavior. Come on, I'm gonna shame you until you bring me memes. It's gonna be bad. Okay, you can convert image memes to text memes. Okay, let's go with the "is this a meme?" I'm giving it to you. Okay, just make an "is this a meme" in the text form. Just one. Come on.
It took me a while to realize what you were talking about. Then I had to plug my brain, look at the image, and then
I can show you. It's
yeah. Now I see what you
it's
mean.
a beautiful one. Thanks, Dennis. You're all just amazing in the commentary. I mean, like, I'm lost for words. I'm lost for words. I didn't see anything here. A meme about what? There's tons of things to meme about, man. There's the Edge Gaming versus back-to-back here. There's the Venom in the chats. You can meme him about his sunglasses. There's Emily, who is also in relationship with Gentrix, which is also a beautiful, beautiful, base for memeing for the memesters. Yeah? It's just good. It's just good. We have a lot of stuff here.
Maybe the problem is we don't have enough memesters here at Guns of Boom. Everyone's just hyper-focused at the games. They want to see the pro teams. That's all they want to see. They don't want to have the memes.
Maybe everyone is just too serious, not making the memes right now. A good day for fun from Micro. Stannis camera. Where is Venom and his glasses? Venom hiding in his hotel room. Boom! King Venom coming out with the first text meme of the chat. Nice, Venom. I knew, you are a champion in my heart in many more ways now. Like, the thing with winning 3 offline events in a row and gazillion of cups, that's good. That's good fun. That's nice. I'm not saying that's not nice. But this meme, that's a victory.
Yeah, not only is he a champion in-game, but he's also the champion in memes.
It's true. Hi, bro. Give my beans back, Stannis. Oh, it's okay. Give my beans back, Stannis. That's a beans meme coming right up without the beans image. Nice, guys. Second meme. I'm starting to be undisappointed in you, chat. That's beautiful. Venom sunglasses give him the eye perk in pro mode. Also nice. Third meme coming in. Oh, guys, I knew you had it in you. I knew you had it in you. Now we're just waiting for the next match. And with the memes power, I hope Edge Gaming can at least bring back one map from back-to-back.
I mean, that's what we were looking for, aren't we? Of course, this is a grand final, and some grand finals end up being pretty one-sided affair, but some grand finals are definitely able to deliver. Let's see this one, to close out the European Challenger Series here on Summer. Might just be the one.
Let me give you just another. Another meme, another text meme that you can use, and you can turn it into images.
Oh.
So we wouldn't want Edge Gaming to lose this one, because we wouldn't want them to lose 3 games back-to-back against back-to-back.
Can I rate it?
Come on.
Not a big fan of the pun, but I'm actually going to still give it something like a 7 out of 10. It's not bad. There was a pun involved, so it does lose a lot of points.
Let's say it was 7 backs out of 10.
7 backs out of 10?
Yes.
Okay, I'll take that rating. Sure.
When does Corp Wars release? Well, Corp Wars is going to come out next week. You will not get anything out of me until then. Stannis is my weapon of choice for when I storm Area 51. That's good. I just see Dr. Thickboy wielding me running into Area 51. That's beautiful. I'm not sure you can lift me, man, but if you can, beautiful. Stannis want to storm Area 51. Okay, we get the dank now. The Area 51 is here. When you go into Area 51 and there's these 2 guys there, and you're not surprised, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. LOL from Emily. There's that meme. That's the meme. Gentrix has vibranium thumbs. Oh yeah, Gentrix has vibranium thumbs. That's beautiful. We're going to join the game pretty soon, and right now I need you to focus back from the memes. We went into the memes, very wide, spread really thin, like a butter on a really big piece of bread. But now we focus back up here. Forget the memes. It's Edge versus back-to-back. It's the finals. It's the match point. If back-to-back wins this next map, it's all over. So let's give Edge some psychic energy.
Yes, let's get it on here, folks. Of course, our third map, which could be, in fact, the decider, could be the last one here. But let's see if that's going to be the case. Military Warehouse Team Deathmatch. We do see already engagements going on here. It is deadly to make the first strike, and Gonza replies. Couple eliminations from his side, and we still see exchanges going on here. Left, right, and center across the map, and Gonza, very formidable position there. Now he's just going to wait for these players to pop one out, and he's going to punish him. Or no, he will be the one to take the hit, and now there's a G-Launcher coming in, but Massive, he won't see anything as of yet.
Double elimination, that was beautiful. 20 points. Back-to-back are behind. 20 points is not too much. That was crazy. Massive just started running into the respawn point almost. He is insane, but it works out sometimes. Nokia is going to take AK Krasilnikov as Migs is taking down Deadly, and Hale taking down KM. A triple elimination from Nokia. This is beautiful. Edge Gaming needs needs to find something. It needs to find something cool here. They need to do something like AK Krasilnikov with a long range sniping here. They are a little bit ahead. Back-to-back are going to take it back up. Massive rushing KM. Didn't work. KM knows where the knife button is. Hale's going to take him down. And still back-to-back are ahead as Nokia cements it with a double elimination.
Yeah, Nokia is getting his hands dirty. He also has his teammates backing him up, which makes that push a very successful one here for back-to-back. For now, Gonza doesn't have no backup to speak of. That's going to be Krasilnikov to take down Gonza, but this is now an interesting setup. Migs is going to pop one out. I'm not sure if he's been spotted, though. As we do see, he might even consider heading on to the spawn, or no, he's got the better there of Krasilnikov. Where are the players right now coming out there from Edge? Finally, Massive is able to pick up 2 with the double elimination, and as we do see the players, yes, they're going to continue on to pop on out, but this is where KM, he's got the sniper rifle and does have Gonzo alongside him. Now, this could still be an interesting situation here. Now we do see the respawn here. G-Launcher does not connect. And this is where Mig's going to continue on with the aggressive push. In fact, back-to-back, they're having so much map control right now.
40 points ahead. They are strong, and they are... Oh, Nokia going up against 3 people. Not gonna happen. And then again, 2 people on 1. It seems like back-to-back wanted to give them a couple of wins there. Hale taking down Gonza with a G-Launcher, and they're almost even. It felt like back-to-back just fed the entirety of their team just into the jaws, into the respawn point of Edge Gaming.
Nokia's going to move on through. Does he have... Oh, no, he's got no clue about a player being right behind him. And then that's going to be a situation in which, yes, again, map presence is here for back-to-back. But the problem is, these players, they have been softened up. They don't have the most amount of HP in the world. And yet, Killing Machine, he's going to town. He does find the first one, but there's Massive, there's Hale. Both the individuals picking up eliminations apiece. And there's going to be Massive to take down Nokia as well. This is still the lead here for back-to-back. But a situation in which Edge can make the comeback.
So it's very close, and now Hale with a double elimination from Thanatos, evening it out. Only 7 points ahead, but they really need this win. Deadly is going to go up against Nokia. He's alone there. He's going to be taken down. 10 points for back-to-back. They only need 40 more, but no, Edge going to run ahead. It's so close. 8 points until victory for back-to-back. Only 2 eliminations for Edge. It's 1 point difference. Who is going to win? Is it the match point? Is this Edge taking a second chance? Who is going to win? Now they're very, very slow. Back-to-back are 1 point ahead if they can wait this minute and a half, but AK Krasilnikov is going to flank them. Migs is looking there. Nobody's going to turn up. It seems like back-to-back has way less health, though, in a straight-up fight. Back-to-back are going to lose. Edge Gaming are turtling up, and Hale is going to go up against KM. He just picked in there, but he's leaving. No, Edge Gaming are going to win. It's all thanks to KM. He just picked, he just tilted, he just went in there, even though he had no health. That was beautiful, guys, and Edge are giving us another match.
I mean, he was stuck there between a rock and a hard place, and he decided, well, I'm going to use the advantage of the element of surprise by running into the spawn, hoping to find something there for him and the squad, and it was not meant to be. That was such an intense round of Guns of Boo. Came down to that one measly elimination.
Dude, that was wrong. That was hard on me. Come on. Oh, it's 1 man, 1 rocket now. This is super close. Last final. Come on. Come on. Oh, guys, the chat is dying with us, man. That was so strong. I don't have the strength in my back to like straighten up now. It's beautiful. Let's see who was the MVP though.
Yeah, let's take a look at the MVPs for this matchup. Looks like it is going to be Killing Machine here for back-to-back. 144 score, 8 eliminations, 12 assists. That's a very surprising amount of assists. Clearly a team player here in this sort of map.
Oh.
And of course, for Edge Infinity Esports, you do have Hale.
It was a real hail, right? He was like hailing bullets. Oh, come on, I'm sorry. Edge Infinity Esports, beautiful 12 eliminations and 3 assists. What an egocentrical player. Got all of the eliminations in the world and 180 points out of 500. Well, he was the MVP of my heart because they are giving us another map, and right now, that's the best thing they could give us. But chat, what do you think, chat? What do you think? Dr. Thick Boy can't take the suspense. I can take the suspense. Don't worry. It's okay. Just, breathe out. You can take the suspense. It's fine. It's good. Okay? You with us? It's nice. Wow, what a match. That was intense. Agreed. Agreed, guys. Agreed. You just drop. Well, do you want Edge to win the next one? Do you want it? I think, it could go 2-2. But let's see. We're jumping right in.
Oh, subway station. Yes, we have landed at our stop here. It is, of course, going to be King of the Hill, and in this situation, well, this is very interesting as now both of the teams, King the Hill. This could be very sporadic, but for now, it is back-to-back with the lead, as we do see Edge Infinity trying to battle it out, but there's Krasilnikov going down in the process. You still have Hale in a very formidable position, but there's the triple elimination from Mix, and already, look at the lead here. Stan is back-to-back, have got a massive one.
What a meat grinder, a G-Launcher that could have, like, sealed the deal there, but didn't work. Gonza still picking up everyone on the point. Back-to-back 100 points ahead. Oh, that was beautiful. A G-Launcher from Hale and AK taking down. Back-to-back. Well, Meek's still holding onto the point, but Massive is going to come in, take him down, and retake the point. Edge are now, like, just swarming the point. Nokia and Gonza and KM and everyone else. So they are going to take it back, it seems.
Yeah, they're going to try to do so. Killing Machine going against the fight here against Krasilnikov, but he does have his teammates backing him up. And look at the bombardment being dealt here. Double elimination coming out there from Deadly. The Blade Master, it sure connects there for Migs. And with this point, yes, back-to-back are holding on to the control point. But the problem is there's only Lonesome Nokia to try and defend this one. Krasilnikov, oh yes, that is a precise strike coming out there. And of course, back-to-back, they're able to hold this one down, but the problem is Edge Infinity. The players have responded, clearly want to try to take this one, and of course, KM, low HP is going to have to back away. Hale is able to pick up a double elimination. Of course, that is now the control point here for Edge.
Yes, Hale using up ramp kits right there. AK with a Blade Master. Nice. They are holding on to the points. A G-Launcher would be beautiful, but he's going for a sniper battle here. Massive also flanking right now. Back to almost retook the point. KM and Massive seemed like they just took each other out. KM is actually running with the Brawler, and what an insulting elimination that is. Nokia is going to take down Hale as back-to-back are holding on to the point again. This is starting to look really bad for Edge.
Oh, it is. I did like the nice idea when they had players coming out there. Oh, Migs coming out with the G-Launcher. When they had players coming in from the sides. Nice idea, not so good execution. Back-to-back, they have control. And the thing is, though, they're not slowing down. They're going straight into the opponent's base. They want to take the fight to them, and it's a respectable choice. Migs right now takes a grenade to his face. It does lose some armor, but not his life. There we go. There's the Blade Master connecting. And now Gonza coming in the backlines for a formidable position for him. And back-to-back, they're going to have themselves the control point. It's going to come down to these next couple of eliminations. 20 more points. And back-to-back, going to secure themselves the victory here in the best of 5. 1,000 points for them. And it's going to be 3-1 as they claim themselves the Summer Challenger Series last cup of Season 2.
I'm sorry, Edge gave us hope, but it didn't pull through. Edge, come on, Edge. People are crying in the chat. People are crying in the chat.
But you did show a good game.
Emily says, uh-oh. Guys, show love to the teams. Killer Karina is correct. We need to show love to the teams. Need to show love to the mods, to the spectators, to everyone. Because, like, guys, we've been working hard. And Edge, they pulled through for us previous time. Not this time around, though. But still, they did a good job. How good a job? Let's see on the MVP screen.
Yeah, on the MVP screen, it's quite hard to say for me who was like the MVP for back-to-back. Looks like it's going to be Migs, in fact. Okay, I remember him making a lot of these aggressive plays, and looks like, yeah, he was able to rack up himself 226, score 11 eliminations, and 1 assist.
He did almost unfair G-Launcher eliminations. That was beautiful. Krasilnikov was the ace in the hold. He was really strong. I would just really love to see Krasilnikov again in an offline event. Unfortunately, with Edge is not qualifying, of course, this time around. So next Pro Series, no Krasilnikov for us unless there's a sub. But then again, we still have further seasons that we can look forward to. I feel like Edge Gaming really pulled together. Back-to-back, of course, they don't have more experience, but they have more strength in them from all the events they did, from everything they did.
Yeah.
But Edge Gaming, I'm hoping for them for the next battles. But for now, let's see the standings. Who actually is going to the next event?
Well, without a doubt, it is going to come down to the #1 seed here, back-to-back, 500 points. That is a very formidable scoreline. Of course, underneath them is going to be Knights of Honor. Nothing much has changed in that regard. Back-to-back, still sticking to that #1 slot. Knights of Honor on the second one. And in fact, Nothing much has changed in total. Edge Infinity here, rocking themselves the 3rd place. Lazarus on the 4th one. At the very bottom here, the 5th place, it is going to be Elements Pro Gaming.
People are loving on Emily right now in the chat, but here, like, you know, with everyone we've seen so much on the offline events. We've seen so much from back to back. We didn't see much from Jack, so I'm honestly am kind of you know, like rooting for them.
I mean, it's always very nice to see a change-up of teams from time to time. Yes, it's nice to see the nobles of the, well, shall I say, back-to-backs of the world, how are they able to perform and whatnot. But obviously, you know, they're in the offline environment for a good reason. They're the ones who were able to battle it out for the online competition, win the cups, gather up the points, and secure themselves the victories. But for now, folks, let's also have a quick look at the brackets of how our journey has been playing through today. Of course, we did have our semi-finalists, and it was the number one, it was, of course, back-to-back securing the victory here, 2-0. And on the other side, we did have Edge Infinity 2-1 here against Knights of Honor.
Okay, for guys who just joined us right now, this is where you see where you need to be scrolling your video right now. Of course, we're spoiling everything for you because back-to-back won, and Knights of Honor won the 3rd place. Lazarus seems like it's not their time of the year, even because the previous one they were also, if I remember correctly, 4th place, even though they made it to the finals, and that's pretty good. I mean, like, Jug are showing that they are very strong. They are going to the offline events. Edge Infinity beat them. They actually got revenge for the previous cup. So I think all in all, we see all the classic teams battling it out.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, and of course here the 3rd place decider with Knights of Honor securing themselves the victory. That's, well, basically it here for our standings here, Stannis. Of course, we also will have another stream from what I've heard. It's going to be the North American stream, which is, of course, going to be the last one here for the Summer Challenger split.
Yes, of course, we're going. Unfortunately, you're not going to be there with me, but Beneficus and I were going to go and cast the North America. We'll see the Impact Gaming that we've seen in the chat already, because King Venom is here with the memes. He's the meme king right now. Hopefully, we can make more memes to battle him during the stream. He, of course, will be busy playing, so we can just, you know, like, avalanche him with all the memes we have. So, guys, come to the next stream. Don't forget to be here. But for now, thank you very much for coming, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye, all.